We all have that little moment, the moment of prayer. Many people use it for different reasons. Some use it to return to that place, the place of serenity, the place of peace. Some use it as a moment to adore and to praise and to worship. Regardless of what we use prayer for, we all need it and we all do it. Now, I was thinking about prayer and the context of prayer. For a very long time, we have always thought that prayer is about reaching out to a being called God that is somewhere in the sweet by and by, somewhere beyond the clouds. And I've seen postures that are posed when people engage in the moment of prayer. And there's a direction that many people always point toward when it comes to the time of prayer. But is prayer all about reaching out to someone or something that is beyond our reach? Is prayer all about trying to communicate our needs, our heart's desires towards somebody who is beyond the clouds or beyond the reach of our voices? What's prayer all about? Because it seems to me that we in that process begin to wonder, do these prayers make any difference? Are these prayers being heard? Are we really certain that what we are saying is reaching towards the being that we are praying toward? I've seen a lot of people getting so much puzzled when they pray, especially within our religious context. Many people do not really know the words to utter when they want to pray. Is there a format that one has to use to pray? When in the scriptures Jesus spoke to the disciples about the one we now call the Lord's Prayer, was that sort of a format that is now prescribed for every person to use, especially in the Christian religion? Or there is more to prayer than what our words could ever manage to mean or to say? I personally believe that there is so much more to prayer than what the vocabulary could ever manage to describe or say. I believe that when we think that we are speaking towards an entity or a being called God somewhere far away, when we say to the being called God that I adore you, I love you, and how great thou art, when we think we are speaking to some being out there, it's actually God speaking to us through our very own words. So, the moment you understand that there is no separation between you and God, then prayer changes its meaning and its context altogether. You no longer want to say words towards something or someone out there, but you are saying words towards the being, the presence that's within you. How I adore you, how I love you, how great thou art. You are talking to the being that you are. And many words that we say in prayer are some of those words that we long to hear for ourselves, to ourselves. But we have often thought that some being out there called God deserves so much love and so much adoration more than we do. But I want to tell you this. Prayer in context, it is engaging in this beautiful conversation that began in God. And you know what this conversation is all about? It's communicating toward yourself, toward you. That's where all these words are going. Sometimes prayer is actually beyond what we could even say. Prayer could be that moment of peace, that moment of serenity, that moment of silence and quietness. That's prayer. That moment whereby you're just silent and you're giving attention to yourself and realizing and discovering of how awesome you are and how full, how content you already are. Already you are full. Already you have all that you need. Already you possess the fullness of the Godhead right within yourself. So when you give yourself this moment to yourself, it's beyond worship. It's beyond prayer. That's what prayer is, that moment of silence when you gaze within yourself and you see the saturation of the Godhead. You see love abounding. You see that I already am that I am. I cannot be anything beyond that I am. This is the crux of the gospel. This is what prayer and the gospel is all about.